And then, yeah.
All right, cool. Make sure it's all going. Mic check. All right, cool.
Check 1, 2, 3 to the motherfucking 4. All right.
All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, yo, we're at Warehouse Live right now. Wait, let me read. Yeah, welcome back, 22-11, aka 11 Power. We're at Warehouse Live right now with Arin Ray.
What's the deal?
First of all, how does it feel to be on tour right now in Houston?
It feels incredible. My first headline show here in Houston. First, time actually performing by myself in Houston. Well, I got the band with me, but performing as solo artist out here is really dope. So I'm very excited to see the turnout, and hope that everybody enjoys themselves tonight.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah.
So second of all, Warehouse Live, historic venue. Everybody's been in this room. A$AP Rocky, people like Drake. You know what I'm saying? Well, everybody knows Drake, but how does it feel to be performing in the same venue that all of these stars have walked through?
Pretty incredible to perform at Warehouse. It's like all the homies, like I said, that I'm around in LA, they all done came through here. You know what I'm saying? Whether YG, RJ, any of them like that, they've been down here. So it's definitely good for me to, start here and shoot, hopefully, keep coming here, This is it's really beautiful, and the sound check was great, so I'm excited. It might be the best sounding show so far. I'm not even gonna lie to you, like
definitely
for sure. Yeah.
Okay. So, first and foremost, you got the do-rag on. It's been like a whole new little do-rag wave going on. So just walk me through that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's bringing it back. You know what I'm saying? The silk do-rags.
Yeah. So, well, with the do-rag thing for me, it's not like a trend thing. It's honestly like, I really never had waves like that, and I always had curly hair, but I just like to keep myself up these days. So it's just really to keep myself up. I don't really have that many do-rags, honestly. So it's just, I just like being clean.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Definitely. So you recently dropped a new album. So you had a lot of big names on there, like Ty Dolla $ign, who we've actually interviewed in the past, and people like DRAM.
Oh yeah.
So how does it feel to work with like artists of that caliber? Because that's where you're striving, that's where you're wanting to go. Like, how is it working with bigger artists?
Oh, I mean, it's incredible. You know what I'm saying? To be able to, figure out how they do their shit. You know what I'm saying? They work around their, work within their craft. Like, and just see how they, present themselves is cool. You can see how they market themselves. And just, seeing what they can do on my stuff. It's dope to work with them, but I'm actually also putting them in my element too. So it's dope to see, them, not just settle for what they're usually doing, but to really go hard for the record. Because DRAM, and Ty Dolla $ign in particular, did 2 tracks that, aren't necessarily their vibe, but still murdered. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely killed it.
So it's just like, yeah, man, it's just great to see, artists really, push the envelope.
Okay. So speaking of collaborations, you and Justine Skye, new video that was about a month ago. It's already hit 1 million.
Yeah, it's correct.
So how did that collaboration come about?
I was in the studio, working with Chris from the Rascals, Chris Reddick, and Leon, and they had the record already. And they just asked me, it was like, yo, you should probably put a verse on this. We don't know who's really gonna give it to yet, you know what I'm saying? But they had Justine in mind, so Justine eventually, she cut her part, and I did my verse, you know what I'm saying, before she had cut hers. And we just kind of rock with it. I've known Justine for a little bit now already, so it was just cool to, actually get on a record with her and see something flourish for her too. So, it was just cool. It was just a regular, I've been working with them on my new project anyway, so I was already just kind of, in a vibe, and it just so happened to be there.
Okay, definitely. So you've been working on a new project. So when you dropped the latest album, the initial response from people, was it what you expected, or where were your initial expectations when putting out this full-length project initially? Because we listened to the project 1 million times, and it sounds good. Really everything's there. It's just kind of a matter of time for everything to.
Yeah, I think with the album, I didn't really have too many expectations. I was hoping that people liked it. I spent, a good amount of time on it, and I had it finished for a while. So really, I was just, eager to get it out and see what it was. I really wasn't tripping, because it's like, at the end of the day, it's on me. I get the producers that I work with. I work with the artists I work with. It's not like the label is out here like shipping me producers and giving me somebody to work with. I actually got to really put it in my own hands. So it was just really hoping that people liked it. But it was better than all the reaction was better. Period. For sure, because. I'm here now. I'm doing my own tour.
Definitely.
It's not even a year. So
you've been around for a minute. Like X Factor, all of that. So it's been a timeline. You know what I'm saying? We're in 2018, first headlining tour. How does somebody stay motivated to even maneuver through this industry? Because a lot of stuff comes with it. A lot of people don't get their just due. It takes a lot of time for stuff to accumulate and for stuff to actually happen. But then you see some people, and it's like that. So how does somebody like you, like, you know, your process has been a little bit longer. How do you stay in it?
I guess it's naturally a slower grind for people like me, you know, and then it's not like, I don't know. The X Factor thing, I was super young, so I can't really trip, and I didn't even like how I was portrayed on the show anyway, as far as just what I was singing, and then my input on what I was doing. So it's different, it's a different situation with that. Then, you know, I've grown, you know, I think I was 16, 17 when I did that. I'm 23 now. So I've, you know, experienced, that motivates me, being in California and writing, and, you know, seeing my records be on other people's albums. That motivated me. You know, my son is my biggest motivation. So it's like my family, my friends, like it's really, you know, I don't know, I'm easily motivated to, you know, do this music shit. Like
it's not in you.
Yeah, it's in me. So it's not something I don't think I would just quit, and then what else would I do? I wouldn't, you know. It's not something.
Definitely. So I guess being signed to like a major label, you kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. It's like pretty up and down, you know what I'm saying? You got some artists, especially at the big labels, you know what I'm saying? Certain artists have priority over other artists, so they may get, you know, more of the budgets or more of the push. So how do you deal with that aspect of the music? Because a lot of people don't realize, you know, it is the music business at the end of the day.
Well, I guess I really can't deal with it, because it's like I really can't like be too worried about like that, because what they gonna give them is what they gonna give them.
Yeah, you gotta go with the flow.
I gotta go with the flow at the end of the day.
Build it up.
I can't press nobody, like, you know, shoot nobody up some bullshit. You know, so it's like, I mean, it's like, I honestly, like, what they do for them is what they do for them. I'm still gonna get mine, regardless
if that artist is
whatever. Exactly. So, and then I mean, you gotta earn your stripes too, man.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta. It's not just gonna be given to you. So they gotta know that you can, you know, get back what they took. You know what I'm saying? If they giving you $1 million, you gotta recoup, dog. So it's like artists. They gotta be able to trust themselves, but. The label thing, it's not the label really, and that's what I'm learning right now. It's you. It's how you do really your stuff. It's how you and your team work. It's how
platform.
It's really what you do to make yourself big. It's not the label. The label's not gonna do that, and I don't expect them to do that either.
I think that's good, because a lot of artists, you know, dream to get signed, and they, you know, feel like, hey, I get signed, I'm out of there.
Man,
but you know, like you say, the word
to do what you gotta do. Period. You need a bag and some marketing.
Shout out to Dom Kennedy, man. That's one of the great examples of that.
Yeah, for sure. Shoot. Like, yeah, you don't need no label. I mean, shouts out to my label, but you don't need no label.
Definitely. So, who's in Arin's playlist, to switch it up a bit? Who are you listening to? You're on the road right now.
I'm listening to.
Who are you jamming outside of yourself?
Right now, outside of myself, because I've been listening to myself so much to sing. We rarely listen to my music other than performing. Shoot, we got I've been listening to a lot of black youngster for some reason.
Oh, okay.
But I learned some Summer Walker this year.
She's been really booming.
She's been really tight. I've been listening to Jiz's new project is dope. JID, Earth Gang. I always listen to Tierra Whack.
Oh yeah, man.
I always listen to the oldies, the older. You know what I'm saying? Marvin Gaye, Phil Collins, the Bee Gees, the
So on like an everyday, you waking up in the morning, what are you pressing play on? What's the first song to get you going?
I don't even know. It's not.
We don't shuffle.
Yeah. What do I listen to? I really, I don't know. It depends on how I'm really feeling that day.
Yeah, just go with the flow.
Yeah, I really go with the flow. I mean, shit. What did I do today? My first song, I don't even know what I listened to. I was listening to some shit that I did with Nietzsche, so I don't know.
Okay.
That's hard.
So you just
I just really go with the flow. It's literally like music is, what's the first thing we listen? Oh yeah, we listened to Travis Scott this morning.
Oh yeah, shout out to the Flame. We are in Houston, so it's only right.
Astro World. Look out for some cool shit tonight. Nah, we was just trying to, figure that out. So yeah, I don't know. It's very
definitely random. So being on the road can be, it can be stressful. It's a lot going on. So let's talk about some of the positives of the road. What do you like about being on the road? Traveling in that van, hopping on those planes. What do you like about it, and what do you dislike about it, for that matter?
Well, I mean, the good thing about the traveling aspect, being on the bus, you get to see all the different things around the, states in the world. What I really, most, I like, just perform, and just, cracking jokes with the homies, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really about the fans. It's really about them. So it's like, I just like performing. I like getting to the venue, checking the venue out, meeting the people, saying what's up, and then, going about it, and like the professionals we are, just eat up.
Yeah, just going with the flow at the end of the day. So to switch it up just a little bit, I mean, you see a lot of women talk about this all the time. What's the craziest DM you've gotten? You know, because I know women hop in the DMs too, especially for singers. I already know.
Yeah.
So what's the craziest thing that a woman has sent you on Instagram, Twitter, anything?
I mean, shoot,
or even at a show.
I mean, usually it probably start off with some like random nudes, and then they just start asking to do shit to you. So I mean, but like I really try not to get into those ones because those are like it's like the easy. You could scrape those off. It's like, oh, you probably do that to like 50 other dudes.
Ignore.
Yeah, you
I already know.
Ignore that. But yeah, you might get some random news or something like that. But honestly, like, I don't know.
Yeah, man, it's just.
I'd rather be the DMer instead of the getting DM.
He's chill, so hey, ladies, don't say nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you can send it. It just might not get through to me. You're gonna be mad, left on scene.
Hey, she just saw it. So okay, like so aside from that,
Okay, this is what I was gonna say.
So I was watching an interview you did with Hollywood Unlocked a couple months ago, and you were talking about the songwriting and you know how you wrote the record for Chris Brown and whoop-de-woo, whatever happened.
Yes, sir.
But you were saying at that time you wanted to, you know, you felt like you have more of a name now. Well, put some respect on your name at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's the game we're talking about, and that you want to write for more artists. Over the last few months, have you been exploring that, or have you just solely still been focusing on a new project?
Well, yeah, I mean, we just been touring, literally. Like, I've been really focused on just moving around. I haven't really been in the studio as much.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do when I leave here. Like, I did the records for the deluxe editions. Those are finished, and I mixed those. So that was like in between now and like the first leg. Like, that's what I was doing. So that's finished. But as far as the new project, like, yeah, that'll be after this. So really, the focus is just the tour, you know. That's just
definitely just keeping the vibe up. So you know, being in LA where it's always a lot going on. So how do you feel like LA has impacted your career up to this point, or being out there? You know, where you can, I guess, maneuver with people like you, people that you know are trying to break through, or people that have deals. You know, just people in the industry. How has that impacted your career up to this point?
What, like meeting people? Or
yeah,
like
or how has
working
it
with people?
helped progress your career, I should say?
It's just, you know, I guess the more you get around people like that, the more other people want to be around you, I guess. But that's really just, you know, me just being, you know, consistent. I don't know, that's just like a consistency thing. Just me just working hard.
Yeah,
just working hard just keeps me going. I mean, I don't know how that helps me. Like, wait, ask me that question again?
No, I'm saying how has being in LA helped your career
Oh,
progress?
yeah, being in LA, yeah. That's
you where
key.
everybody's at,
I
just
missed
like
that,
Atlanta.
yeah. Being in LA, yeah, that's definitely helped because I'm from Cincinnati, so you know, that's a whole nother. There ain't nobody out there I could necessarily work with as far as, you know, getting to where I need to go. You know, there's musicians, there's nobody connect the dots. You know what I'm saying?
No gate.
So all the moves are there. Yeah, it's very sunshine and opportunity. That's what I call LA. I'm not looking for nothing else. There's sunshine and opportunity.
Yeah, just really tunnel vision.
Yeah, for sure. So, LA definitely. I mean, that's where all my moves have been made. Shoot, that's where I made my son. So,
shout out to Junior, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So, who are like some artists that you would like to collab with, or like some dream collaborations? If you could just collab with anybody, who would it be? Whether it's a rapper, singer.
I want to work with. Well, I still haven't worked with Quincy Jones yet, so I want to work with Quincy.
Living legend?
That's a dream collab. I'd like to, as far as like rappers, I'd like to work with 3 Stacks.
Okay. Shout out to Outkast one time.
Yeah, I'd definitely shout out to Outkast. I would like to write some stuff for Beyonce.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely write a record for her, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z would be great, you know, to get a feature from. And then, you know, shoot, I got to work with Babyface, so check that off my list.
Another living legend, man.
Yeah,
shout out to Babyface.
Shout out to my dog, man.
Everybody know what they did back in the day.
Yeah, shout out to my dog. Yeah, shout out to my dog. Yeah.
So how do you feel about in music? Okay, a lot of people like kind of use social media to, I guess, to propel their careers. You know, people like 6ix9ine, or really the whole new wave of music. You know, the whole new wave is kind of built off social media and just doing, you know, whatever. So how do you feel about that? Like, a lot of people are taking this whole, like, you know, they just doing crazy stuff on social media to impact their careers. With an artist like you, who in previous interviews you mentioned, like, you're not really the social media guy. You wouldn't consider yourself that. So how do you feel like, because it's like you have to work social media. It's like you gotta plug and play with it in some capacity.
Definitely gotta work social media.
So how do you feel like you managed to, I guess, maneuver around it, really? Because social media is such a vital part of music at this point, you know, really entertainment, period.
I think I'm trash at social media.
Oh man, we gotta give him a
It's just more or less, it's just like, I don't know, I'm not too thirsty to like, just be, it's just hard for me to
you like
think
real
about
relaxed.
Instagram. You know what I mean? Like being on I don't know what to say. So it's like, it'll be super random what I post anyway. So really what we try to do is, you know, push the tour content. That's if you've seen on my page, we just really been trying to push, you know, what we actually do.
Yeah,
just
real
do
life,
music,
real
you know what I'm
life.
saying? I'm not want to be on there calling people out, saying dumb shit all the time, because this is not my wave. This is not something I feel comfortable doing. I'd rather, you know, you see me in the studio or you see me, you know what I'm saying, doing some regular stuff or just chilling with my son, because I don't do much. I'm not somebody who goes out and, you know what I'm saying, and then who tries to, you know, talk too much about people either. So it's like, you know, it's only really different ways they do it. And then, you know, people just they're very like out. Yeah, I'm just not like that. That's just not.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a good way to be, because, you know, when people check you out, they can see a real human being at the end of the day, and they can see that they can be successful without having to, you know, just be clowning
make
around,
a fool
really.
of themselves, yeah. But you know, you need it though. So I'm trying to figure out my vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out my way all the way through, because it's like, I'd like 1 million followers. That'd be dope. Just to, you know,
you definitely
promote that. You know what I'm saying? But shoot, we got a long way to go. I'm just gonna keep doing these shows. I think that's
really building
gonna
up
be
that.
I think that's gonna be what it is. I keep
building
performing,
that core.
keep dropping this music, keep being myself. I think that'd be alright.
Definitely. So if you can make an R&B super group, 2 other people, and yourself, who's in it? Top 2 could be any 2 people. You know what I'm saying? We gotta compete with the greats. So who would be in your super group?
In my super group?
Your super group. Is your group.
Okay. Cause me, I'm like I kind of got a cool little range. So I could do a few things. And I could play, I could produce the records, I could write the records. So, I mean, you gotta have somebody with a strong voice in the way. It's gonna get the ladies going crazy. You're gonna have somebody with a sweet voice that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, polish that shit over top. So, I mean, you gotta have, if living right now, I'd definitely probably take Usher, just because his voice is crazy. He's a GOAT right now. I don't think anybody at this point, you know what I'm saying,
Usher's
surpassed Usher right now to me, as far as just being stature, being consistent, and, you know, being a dope human being. You know, so
great entertainer.
Yeah, great entertainer. So I'd take Ush, but I'm like, I would, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, if you just gave me Michael and Marvin, we good.
Yeah, no, you would have said, you know what I'm saying,
that's all I need.
really.
Give me Marvin Gaye and Michael Jackson. It's the best group you fucking ever heard in your life.
Ever heard? Y'all can go like quadruple diamond, you know what I'm saying? Something
More
like
than
that.
You can sell the most records ever.
Ever in history.
For real.
So where do you see yourself going down, like in the music industry? Like, aside from being an artist, what are other things that you would do in the industry, or what that you could see yourself realistically doing? Whether it was, you know, on your Quincy Jones, on the label, producing a TV show, just
doing that, you know, with music, you know, just doing that. I could definitely, you know, produce and get my own artists and do all that. But I definitely want to do some, like, you know, some managing, as far as like, I'd like to manage my own boxes, like, you know what I'm saying, like have my own fighters, have, you know, just, you know, sell, you know, do property, you know what I'm saying, like all that, you know what I'm saying, the real estate, all of that. I just really want my hand on a lot of bread. That's it.
Just diversifying
and
everything.
then just, you know, giving back. You know, really. I definitely want to go back to Cincinnati and put something together as far as like a program for people that don't understand what it takes to, you know, or don't even have, you know, what I'm saying, the what do you call what is the word?
Knowledge?
Not even the knowledge. No, the resources.
Yeah.
Bingo. You don't have the
Shout out to
resources.
bro.
Thank you, me. The resources to, you know, come out here or just know what's going on, because I feel like at school, I went to an art school, but they didn't know the business.
Oh, yeah,
they didn't understand what was going on.
It's really
and then they weren't in today's music. They weren't into what was going on. So it's like I had to figure all that myself, and it was a big culture shock for me when I came out to LA the first time, because I thought I was sweet, and it wasn't. So you know what I'm saying. So it was like,
hey man,
you know
watch
what I'm saying?
TV. That's the image.
And in social media too, it actually helps these days too. So they're more along than I guess I was, because there's a lot of talented people out there. So I think, you know, just trying to be that bridge, I definitely want to do that. So I just see myself doing that, and then, you know, just eventually just owning some land. Oh shoot, if I could own a farm too, that'd be lit.
Oh man, hey, we're gonna own it all for sure. So definitely, you got speaking to the artist back home, or the kid that's, you know, sitting in that room right now. You know, everybody in this room, you got people that's traveling with you on tour. A lot of people growing up want to be in that position. So what's a word of advice you would give to all the people looking up to you right now?
Just never quit. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop. Don't let nobody tell you, you know what I'm saying, about Like, what you gonna do for yourself? Can't nobody stop you but you. Can't nobody gonna stop me but me. So just, you know what I'm saying, try to be truthful as possible. Try to be as positive as possible, because being negative definitely feeds into what you got going on. And just, if you're serious about it, go hard about it like it's the only thing you want to do in your life. Don't act like, oh, don't be, you know, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Just really commit. It's the biggest thing.
Definitely, and for all the you know, fans lining up outside, the people in Houston that are coming to see y'all
What
tonight,
up?
what do you want to tell them just to wrap it up?
I love y'all, because y'all the first ones to pull up on me in Houston. So thank you so much, and I hope y'all enjoy the show tonight. Me and the fellas are hopefully we're gonna smash this shit. We're gonna smash it, but it's gonna be a great show though. I'm very excited. Warehouse Live, all the people outside, all the beautiful people in Houston. Thank you so much, and thank you, brother. You already know.
You heard it here first. Shout out to Arin. Power moves. You good to go, man.
Yo.